The price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. You say your love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever. And I love you to my dying day. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Everybody! Da 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 da. Da 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 da. My troubles disappear, it's magic. The way your little fingertips can make my heart do double flips, it's magic. And when you smile at me that way, you can warm the coldest days, it's magic. And even when you're gone, I find I hear you laughing in my mind. It's magic. And all I have to do is think of you, to make the music start to play. Then I dance down the street, and the people I meet stop and say, hey, hey, magic ways. little stardust in my dreams. It's magic. And in the morning when I rise, the mockingbirds all harmonize. It's magic. And when you want me, you just clap your hands, and I'll be with you right away. Yeah, then we'll float on a breeze while the leaves in the trees softly sing. Hey, hey, magic ways, my friend. You love the girl with magic ways, and it's true. I might as well give in. You cast a spell on all my nights and days with your sweet magic magic ways, my friend. You love the girl with magic ways, and it's true. I might as well give in. I love the girl with magic ways. Hey, hey, magic ways, my friend. You love the girl with magic ways, and it's true. I might as well give in. You cast a spell on all my nights and days with your sweet magic ways, my friend. You love the girl with magic ways, and it's true. I might as well give in. I love the girl with magic ways. Magic ways, my friend. You love the girl with magic ways, and it's true. I might as well give in. You cast a spell on all my nights and days with.
Guys, we keep a little dirt under my pillow for the dirt man, in case he comes to town. What? Keep a little dirt under my pillow for the dirt man, so he won't take me down.
Yeah, I don't have any dirt under my pillow for the dirt man, so he will take me down. Yeah, my dealer screwed me over, so I can't afford the dirt man. So what will I do right now? Oh, why did this happen to me? I guess that I must pay. Like, can I have some dirt, please? No, piss off. Morning, evening, and afternoon, everyone! Today we are, of course, playing the King of the Castle once again, like we always do, because I'm just that good at being a monarch! Just that good! Y'all ain't got shit on me, because your boy, he a good monarch. He is receptive to the common man, and the common noble, and me. because I need to be taken care of as well, because I am indeed a very needy person. But I will say, it has been a very, well, I wouldn't say very eventful. It was more like ups and downs, really. Recently, oh. Hello! Howdy there, your majesty of total legitimate birth. Hello, clever user of name. You have that is a great name. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is a great name that you've basically presented to yourself. But if you want to know a bit about me, my name is That Bastard Chap. I stream on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 5 PM GMT to 9 PM GT, unless it changes here and there, but that will come along as we go along. But when we last left off, I won. After 4 hours of constant, well, I wouldn't say waiting, it's more of, let's just say, XCOM roll checks. 70% messed up. 90% messed up. 100%, thank God, can we just beat this game already? Just stuff like that, really. But I'm glad you're here. And that you get to basically be the first to see all of this lovely stuff. Yes, that is, of course... Oh. Nothing happened here, and nothing happened here either. But yes, as you can see, we have on our left the lovely, the one, the best actor in the world.
Nicolas Cage.
The best actor in the friggin' world. We always made him in Dead by Daylight every day. All the royal furnitures. Oh, yes, indeed. We got this from Grandma. She's a noble, I think. And also we have little Chapel. I hope to be a plushie. I am a marketable plushie so that the world game can have a sequel. And of course, you may be thinking, where is he? Well, AI may be trying to take over, but there will always be ReactBot. And I think we should all say a lovely hello to ReactBot. ReactBot, say hello to chat.
They need to touch grass.
Ignore what he just said there. You do not need to touch grass. The grass has already been touched by you enough. But regardless of that, of course, on the top left, we have a random corgi I found on Google Images. The top right is my second favorite underrated character, Chuck Green from Dead Rising 2. The bottom left is Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3. And bottom right is Song Ji-hoon from the Squid Game. I hope this is... And also, those are all the games on the left side on the bookcase that I have completed on stream. I kind of really need to increase the... Either that, or just take everything down and just play the ones that I'm currently trying to play. That would be much more appropriate, to say the least. And of course, we have a new game every Sunday. And this one's going to be... Now, if I could just remember off the top of my head. It's Haiku the Robot. You may not know it, but it's a fun game nonetheless. Now, without further ado, it's time to start the game! Hopefully you've had a lovely time while I tell you about my week. Okay, so... what has happened this week? Well, on Wednesday I was supposed to go to improv. No one was there. On Sunday, I was supposed to basically be at a D&D, but one person wasn't there. But on Monday, I went someplace, and someone was there. And thus, it was a lovely thing to see there. Because after the constant repeats of stuff, it's a good new change. Oh, and also, after my acting lesson back in Monday, I always ask for recommendation of a new restaurant that they may have. Mainly because I feel like every time I do an acting lesson, I just gotta peruse the entirety of the place before I go to my train station. And every time I do that, I always go to to one that is near to me and that is near the train station. And it's... First one was a Wagamama, had a katsu curry, it was a delicious meal there. Second one was Slim Chicken, I had the chicken strippers with the dip, and as well as that, some chips that came with it. gotta say, they had this, like, garlic dip, and I was like, meh. But also, it was interesting to eat at the least. And the newest one I went to, was, oh, I forgot what it was called, but it said Rolo Molo. I forgot what it was called, but it's an Indian, fast food joint. And I went there, and they had one of those, like, butter chicken wraps. And I will say this, I've never had butter chicken before, but I really hope it didn't have pistachios in it, because the allergies. But regardless of that, I had the wrap. It was a delicious taste. The only issue is, you could, three-quarters of it went into my mouth. The rest was on the tray and down my sleeves, because it dripped all the way down my sleeves. And I'm wearing a big coat. And thus, as a result of it going down my sleeve, it smelled lovely. But, and after I was finished with it, it actually made me feel healthy, because I still felt hungry afterwards. But regardless of that, let's just get into the game with King Togkada II. Look at him, prestigious primordial of the Sir Chapel dynasty, presiding over the kingdom of the Barons of the March, the Partitions of the Coast, and the Grandees of the South. I hope you're ready for a lovely time! Get into the game! I'm looking forward to trying to basically not call you all peasants every single time. Aiden! Lovely to see... Yo, it's you, but black! Aiden! I murdered King, yes. Aiden, it's you! That is... I'm not gonna lie, it's Aiden if he were black. Holy shit. They gave you such lovely details on you. Holy dooly. And of course, the clever user of name. And we see a lovely display. Glasses, blue eyes, a scar on the eye. Lovely hat with some Baron merch. You look an absolute darling, I will say. Hyena! You have a friend with you. The hypochromatic individual joins us today. My beard isn't that big anymore. It will be big when you grow it out. You look absolutely Jesus-like with a beard. Because you do look like the Holy Lord and Savior. Guess he was already a Baron. Yes. Yo, I murder beard. No, I murder beard. How dare! How dare you, Aiden? You guys gotta understand. This guy, my mod, Aiden, looks absolutely dashing with a beard. But he's like, no, shave cause itchy. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you see this? See this? Amalgamation of perfection. The lovely Walter White stash, if you will. The lovely little nose beard. The lovely nose beard that basically protrudes on my face. Isn't that right, Reactbot?
Catch my upvote.
Hell yeah. That's just all the lovely things we see before us. But how are you doing, Hyena? How are you doing, Aiden? How are you doing, clever user of name? As I basically wait for more people to basically attempt to objugate me. It needs to be curled up into a cartoon villain mustache. Believe me, I have tried. But this is the kind of mustache where, well, let me just put it like this. Let me just show you a bit of a zoom in of my face. This doesn't want to do this. It always wants to go down here. If I try and do this, it just wants to go back down again. It just wants to go back down again. I don't know why it loves, like, being a waterfall of hair, so to speak. It just makes no sense, really. Work murdering me, but alive at the moment. Hey, it's always good to know you're alive and well, Aiden. It's always great to have you here, especially as my mod. Knowing that you basically see bot, you just go... stuff like that, really. You just see those disgusting little creatures that basically want to ruin my fun time with the chat. That want to basically go into the chat. Because remember when it started... been doing alright, been doing my own things. Yeah. I mean, and by the way, as I said, the Indian food went right down my sleeve, dripping inside, in which I had to repeatedly go for napkins just so I could stuff it down my sleeve so that when I'm eating my butter chicken Indian wrap, that I will not have any of it going to my sleeve. And only a bit of a stain occurred. My mother, the lovely lass that she is, cleaned that shit. It was amazing. If you do get tired of waiting, by the way, you can leave and I can join as a path. I will say this, by the way, clever user of name. I've been seeing people try to basically say join, he, him, and then Baron or Grandee or Partition. And it just keeps going, and it just rolls the dice on a random roll, really. It's very odd. I'm not joking when I say that. If I got off and back on, by the way, if that's the case, just see what happens when I try to do this. All right? Ready? Okay. If you have the game and it's a new game, it usually lets you choose. But it's not a new game. But it's not a new game. That's King Tokada II. This is my third one. Aiden! You may want to join again. As I said before, it's only because it's not a new game. It's my third playthrough. Unlike the last one, which I think you readied whoops. Yeah! Aiden is now a partition! And is black and bald. Okay? What can they do? Like, what can they do? Just like... Nope. Doesn't work like that, clever user of name. Once it's in, it's just slotted. And I know. Believe me, I know. It's very weird how it just decides to go through that kind of thing. Let me just look this up. Because even though I've seen it happen on multiple occasions, let me just type King of the Castle selecting what's it called? What are they called? Hey, Adrian! How are you doing? Yeah, I've seen people change pre-game start before. How are you doing, Adrian? 574. We're starting a new game. Would you like to join? We need a grandee, and I think you fit that purpose. Join up when you can, Adrian, so that we can begin the game. Because I hope that's how it works. Otherwise, we're in a bit of a short stack individual situation. I'm good. Just woke up. Hell yeah! Tired and a noble. What else is new? And by the way, that's just a bit of my boomer juice. And by the way, may I also ask something, Aiden? I did a lovely photo of myself. Say, Hadrian, who is your favorite Roman emperor? Is it perhaps Emperor Hadrian? Oh. What about the conflict between English and the Scottish, in which they made Hadrian's Wall? That could also be the thing. A lovely Hadrian's Wall. It was just cobblestones stacked together. Didn't really help anyone in any way, shape, or form. It looked like something you would expect to see in a farmland. But as well as that, let me just double check something very... Okay, Aiden, I just got to show you this very quickly so that we can get that shit out of the way. I put this photo out. I got this photo out, and I want everyone to understand why I took this photo. I took this photo because I wanted to look like a divorced father on holiday. A divorced dad on holiday. I want you to tell me the chosen beverage. As you can see here. Which picture? This picture that I'm presenting right now. The lovely one. Ah, that one. You basically criticized the Monster Energy drink I had right here. You said it was a bad choice. To which I then have to ask you this. It's Boomer Juice. Tastes bad, should have gotten the pink no sugar one. Oh no, I already got that as well. No, I got that as well. But I also got this apparently absolutely zero Monster Energy water. Definitely water. Delicious water. That's all I have to say about that. In my opinion, all Monster tastes the same, regardless of how you drink it, who you drink it with, and how you are supposed to drink it, really, because it just vibed differently, so to speak. Is that a better way of saying that? Holy shit, the weather alert spooked me so much. Anyway, he is. What do you mean the weather alert? What do you mean the weather alert? Sure, I have the same can next to me, chap. You cannot lie to me. I memorized all the cans and flavors. Ah, I see. Interesting thing to basically say. I have over 42 confirmed sips and graduated top of my class of the Navy SEALs. I def made up the copy pasta. The confirmed sips. 1 second. The only issue with having cans like that is that your mustache gets, like, one of the hairs of the mustache gets caught up in it. It's pouring cats and dogs where I'm at. Just a flash flood warning on my foot. What? Only 42 confirmed sips. Probably many more off camera. Interesting, to say the least. Also, where the fuck do you live, Hadrian? The Mediterranean? How are you? You got a flash flood warning. Do you need to evacuate? See that it is why we murder face hair cause can difficult. No, but there's a different kind of can though. The one where they have a tab. You just pull it off and then you just throw that away and then just place it down. And it's a small little opening, small little slit opening, so you can just drink to your heart's delight and not have any mustache hairs basically get caught in it. You know, one of those tabs. I prefer those compared to these monstrosities. Do you know why? Because at some point it will tuck your thing. But when it comes to and then throw it away, boom. I don't remember the cans getting in the way back when I had a goatee. Well, maybe because it was to your side and gelled. Well, maybe because it was glued to the sides and was able to not get it nicked. Wait. Black can, blue light. Yeah, that be zero sugar. Whoops. You're damn right it is. It's called absolutely zero. Meaning it's healthy. Right? I assume that's the case, really. Because at the end of the day, that's the only excuse I'm willing to go with. But yeah, as it would seem, clever user of name, I'm going to peer pressure someone into basically joining up and trying to dethrone me. You say drink is healthy, Monster Energy drink is healthy. Tell that to my liver though. That's because you have it with alcohol, Aiden. That's because you have it with alcohols. You have Malibu. I've seen you on camera just basically showing Malibu right next to your Monster Energy drinks. That's where the bad liver comes from. And of course, exorbitant amounts of these will trigger my acid reflux. Which I do not want to happen. I haven't been drinking this week, though. I see. 1 second. I'm just peer pressuring people. Green boy! Bet you can dethrone me without telling me the... Wait. The months of summer. I bet you can't, green boy! I bet you fucking can't. 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 But you can't! I bet you fucking can't. You won't, because you can't. Wait. Yo, short. Wanna try and dethrone me? Question mark. Bet you can't. I'm basically putting these in all caps as well, just to basically show how intimidating I am. Because I am an intimidator. I basically scare people with my policies. With my wait, yo, me be king. Who else wants to try and dethrone me? Let's see who could it be? Who could it be? Who could it be? Because I bet they will like to know. Uh-oh. 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 I'm fine. I'm not that close to the potential flood areas. It's more of a warning to stay away from those areas. Ah, I see. Just in case you basically suddenly turn into a sponge and suddenly walk into the flooded area and absorb all the water. And then the government has to spend time basically putting you back into normal form by basically crushing you and springing you. And it will hurt a lot. Wait. Just. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's just, you gotta ready up if you could. Because I need to start the game. The king of the... I'm just basically telling people, yo, I'm ready to basically... Wait. I really don't want to grandee foot religion. Well, guess what? You could just have... You could be a grandee and not be a zealot about it, Adrian. Make no mistake, Adrian. You will enjoy it. Make no mistake about it. Clever user of name was trying to be a grandee at some point, but got chosen to be a baron. Isn't that right, clever user of name? And don't worry, Hyena... Wait, how much money do you have? 1,100, you have 1,000, and Aiden has 1,000. And it looks like you're all of the first individuals. Being a grandee is fun. You get to kill people in duel. Yeah, you can actually. Don't you want to basically a duel with individual? I bet you would like that. I bet you would like that. Where's Leafy? There you go. You wanna dethrone me? Sorry for waking you. But the dialogue is still really religious. I do like but I do like dueling. Make no mistake about that. I do like to basically do that ting 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 shing 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 bang. Oh. And we have convinced Adrian! Looking like a gosh darn beauty from the looks of it. Now that we've gotten everyone prepared, let's begin the game! Let's go! We got the of course, we got everything from the start. And I hope... Oh, and before we begin, we have a treasure of 1,950, an authority of 6, a stability of 6. Meanwhile, for the barons, we got a 10 of trade, a 2 of farming, a military of 10, a faith of 8, and a defiance of 2. For the grandees, we have a trade of 10, a farming of 7, a military of 6, a faith of 10, and a defiance of 2. For the petitions, almost all 7s except for military and defiance. Military being at 4 and defiance being at dos. Living in a religious region gives you the privilege to do whatever you want, so as long as you say the 9th wills, it's every so often. And by the way, clever user of name, I gave all of these factions different voices. For the barons, it's just me yelling the whole time. Grandees, it's much more like Puss in Boots, Latino Spaniard voice. For the petitions, just a bunch of posh bastards. Just a bunch of posh bastards. The chiefs, Scottish. Just gotta get a little bit of a lot of that in you. Aye, mate. Aye, lad. That sort of stuff. And the counts, it's Dracula, because they sound like these. Transylvania in more ways than one. And that's usually how it goes. Hopefully, we all get to enjoy some lovely voices to go along with it. Anyway, time for the council introduction. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Introduce yourself to the petitions of the coast. As a wrestling fan, all grandees should be a bad stalled Steve Austin impersonation. Well, how about this one? Introduce yourself to the bands of the march. Hail and well met, my liege! Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape! But then again, if I was to do Cold Stone Steve Austin, it'd be like, hail and well met, my liege! Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape! And all... Just a funny way of going about it, but I like my screaming voice, to say the least. Anyway. We got the grandees of the south. I'm not home right now. Dang. Have fun. Oh, wait. Have fun with touching grass. Actually, no, I'll just type have fun touching snow because the person's Canadian. Anyway. May the ninth God bless your reign, your holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. Whatever. Petitions of the coast. A pleasure, your Angus Majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your mother fought so hard for? My word. And then, of course, we've got the coronation ceremony. Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your mother, but now it's your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get this over with. Shall we call the nobles in? All right. Shall we A. Host a lavish parade with jugglers? B. Proceed with a religious ceremony that honors the ninth god? C. Throw the king in the river? Or D. Troops shall bear the king through the streets atop a shield? A, B, C, or D, vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting, voting, voting. The voting, voting, voting. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey, voting, voting, vote. Hey, voting, voting, vote. Voting, voting, voting. A voting is for you now. Oh, voted, vote. Voted, vote. Oh, voted, vote. The vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it looks like Adrian, not Adrian. Adrian? That's Adrian. Aiden. Aiden, kind of has the same rhyme sounding, has decided not to vote in this and just wants to see me from the river. Oh well, voting is closed, and thus we will throw the king in the river. It's there. Just... Anyway, let's see what we have here. It is decided. The king will be thrown in the river. Yay. Let me get changed into my good robes. Pat's too busy to... Pat... I don't know what the fuck you just said. Pat's too busy to participate. Oh! Pat's too busy to participate. You were making a pun. I'm very sorry. Anyway, moving on. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurtling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Not a nice thing to do. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your mother out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Now, I'm looking at this. Do I want to challenge? I'm gonna be, say, an architect of the new golden age. A lofty goal indeed. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. And I'll say this before I kept on having a killer streak of faith-based victories. So let's see a trade-based victory. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Lovely jubbly. Now, end the season! Emmy of the clever username Bloodline, well-known marcher trapper, stands before a blazing hearth, shouting and swearing. When have the barons of the march back down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful queen, on the throne. What shall you do? Shall you do A, an uprising, which is raising the treasury, B, propaganda, which is lowering stability, or C, gunpowder, which is lowering the authority? Which one shall you do, hyena and clever user of name? Which one shall you do? You have chosen gunpowder because of this out of fucking nowhere. Wow. Voting is closed. True queen. How dare. How dare. The Republic of Curve has this substance called gunpowder. With enough of that, the barons could take over the kingdom. Of course, a sensible king would never allow one region to hoard such a thing. To do so secretly, the barons must ensure their trading partners don't fear the king's wrath. To advance their schemes, the barons must lower authority to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Apparently so. Meanwhile, Basil of the Aiden family, well-known coastal tycoon, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Fellow politicians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Tokada II. Something must be done. Shall you A, do sorcery, which is raising the authority, B, doppelganger, which is lowering your own defiance, or C, intimidation, which is raising stability? Which one shall you do, Aiden? Which one shall you do, Aidon? Which one is it? Is it A, B, or C? Which one shall it be? You have chosen doppelganger. Lovely. Voting is closed. This mayhaps. Lowering your own defiance. The partitions plan to swap the real king for a perfect doppelganger. First, it must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their schemes, the partition must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. Lovely. Meanwhile... Xenovan? Xenovan of the Hadrian lineage, well-known southern prodigy, stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury. Xenovan. A false pretender occupies the throne, while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Shall you A, use subterfuge, which is lowering stability, B, favor, which is raising your own farming, or C, excommunication, which is lowering stability? A, B, or C? Hadrian, which one shall you do? Wait. You have chosen excommunicado. Lovely suggestion. Voting is closed, and thus excommunication, which is lowering stability. The grandees plan to persuade the archbishop to excommunicate the king. First, they must lower royal credibility. To advance their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Lovely jubbly. Anyway, time to continue to the Lord of the Land. Oh, what's that? Iron choice? You shouldn't have. And the season! We have the Honor Guard, a petitioner from afar, and mysterious ship. Let's go for the Honor Guard. As is tradition, each region offers us a selection of elite guards. The petitions with champion gladiators from the arena, the grandees with fierce battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Unfortunately, we can't recruit the Marcher veterans. There's been a major scandal. Some of them were making up their military records. The medals were made of tin and the scars were from farming accidents. Clever username. Hyena. What do you have to say about that? You shouldn't be stealing valor from actual soldiers, how dare. They won't come to the capital until this blows over. You'll need to pick someone else. Alright, I made my decision, then. If I can't choose the Marcher and I don't want to pick the politicians, the Marshal was bought and paid for by the Pats. Ah, fair enough. Then in that case, I'm gonna get the Southern Nuns. I will make the arrangements at once. Yeah. The battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel masks betraying nothing, before filing into formation behind your throne. Oh, my pretty... my pretty defiance! Oh, no. Anyway, a partitioner from afar. Your Majesty, there is a petitioner here to see you today. We're not exactly sure where she's from. You ruined it. I was such a low good score. You still have. It's basically 4 or low. But yeah, anyway. I assume you have a good reason for letting her in. You'll see soon enough, Your Majesty. Greetings, Your Majesty! My name is Oreed. I have a proposition for you. Who are you exactly? I am but a humble ship's captain, once of great renown. That was a different time. Not a pirate, then? No, Your Majesty. Never would I content continents the fort? Jesus Christ. Alright, where are you from? Distant shores, your majesty. I prefer to keep my exact origins a secret. Alright, what's the proposition? 3 ships are docked in harbour to the west. Their holds are packed to the gills with muskets and gunpowder, and they each boast a full battery of cannons. They are all yours in return for a small favour. And what is this favour? I only wish to stay in this kingdom with your blessings and protection. I can show your soldiers how to use the weapons, of course, to avoid any accidents. Fine, I'll call a vote. Alright, do we A, provide safe harbour for Oreed in exchange for muskets? B, reject Oreed's offer and send her away? Or C, confiscate the weapons and take Oreed prisoner? I do not want this nonsense to be A or nay. But yeah, A or B, vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. A, voting, voting, voting. It's what you all should do. Voting, 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 voting is for you. A, voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Voting is for you now. Voted, vote. And we have all the nobles. And it looks like it's a tied score of 2. I'm choosing provide safe harbour for Oreed in exchange for muskets. Provide safe harbour for Oreed in exchange for muskets. Oreed and her weapons prove most useful in the coming months. She and her crew train your officers as promised. Look at that lovely armies you are all mustering up there. Oreed demonstrates by puncturing a metal breastplate at 500 yards. The council clearly made the right decision. Isn't that interesting? Anyway, mysterious ship. Your Holiness, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate. And it's not even from the south. Its name is the Petronella, and it bears a coastal flag. The vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea. Well, she has been found on land, right on top of my favorite picnic spot. My peasants discovered only one survivor on board, a coastal sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Oh, me head's killing me. Me head's killing me. Has been ever since I woke up. Oh, yeah. So, Avenue, I swear I didn't do anything. Least I remember, we were sailing along coastal waters. Then nothing. This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries. No! We must interrogate him further. I must know why this ship is on my land. Man's had a bit much of the loot, apparently. Do we A, send the sailor to the monastery to Cosvlaelv in peace? Do we B, pay the scholar to help him recover his memory? Do we C, the grandees should hire adventurers to investigate the wreck? Or D, leave the sailor to recover alone and the wreck to moulder away? A, B, C, or D, vote now! Voting. The voting is for you. A, voting. The voting is for you. Voting is for you. Voting. The voting is for you. A voting is for you now. Vote. Vote. And you have chosen B. How dare you? Voting is closed. Pay a scholar to help him recover his memory. A scholar from Quill University quickly arrives. She checks the sailor's throat, pokes and prods his head with clippers, and makes him inhale a foul-smelling vapor. This is the most serious case of memory loss I've ever seen in a long time. Technically, this man should be a gibbering mess on the floor. Hey, I'm right here. Yar. Your Majesty, I need more time to handle this. Very well. And the season! We are now in the bidding wars! With Hyena with 1,100 and everyone else with 1,000. Don't look at which technically makes you all three broke. Anyway, moving on from there. From the barons, we have A, a deer park, which lowers the farming. B, a theatre, which lowers authority. For the grandees, we have C, an aqueduct, which raises the farming. And D, a prison, which lowers stability. He's not actually a sailor. The magic brain damage just made him sound like a pirate. Ah, I see. And for the petitions, we have E, a library, which raises stability. And F, a stadium, which lowers the military. A, B, C, D, E, or F, get your bags out and throw them on the ground! Get your bidding on! Bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on. Bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. We have about 30 seconds until many things occur. It be good. It to be good. We have about now. Oh my god, we have a fight. We seem to have a little bit of a fight. Oh, who will win? 15 seconds! 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Oh! Ooh, you sneaky sausage, you. Well, Aiden got my stability up, whilst Clever Username using 701 monies has basically brought my authority down to the recommended amount for your rain things. And the season! We have bankruptcy looms, a private exchange, and finding a spouse. Lovely. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Fucking any. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messages to see the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Let's go for a private exchange. The Curve Captain that you allowed to stay in the capital, the one who traded those weapons, she has been the cause of some concern. Nobles have complained that she has been rude and confrontational. She does not know royal etiquette after all. Worse, some suspect her of being a Curve spy. Very well, I'll have a word. You find Ori pacing the halls far from her assigned chambers. Can I help? Curve bounty hunters landed in the coast not long ago. How dare you even suggest that? I see where this is going. Exactly! They're looking for me! I did not expect them to come here. Clearly I was wrong. Tell me what you did and I might help you. My crime was a crime of thought. I dared to disagree with the other senators on a matter of great import. So you're a senator of Curve? I was, once. Now I am nothing. You'll be fine, if you stay with me. Are you sure? I am the king. There is nowhere safer. Very well. I hope my trust is not misplaced. Very well. Bankrupt looms. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. Where did it all go? I couldn't possibly say, Your Majesty. Perhaps you've been spending a little too freely. Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan, or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. I have an idea. Let's crack open some motherfucking tombs. I think it would be very lovely. That buried gold isn't doing anyone any good, is it? Time to desecrate some graves. You order the royal mausoleum dug into and looted. The result is quite a bounty. Gold masks, heaps of coins, precious jewels. Not everyone is practical as your treasurer, however. The church denounces you as a grave robber. Nobles and peasants alike are disgusted by your greed. And the season! Ow. How dare. Amidst dark and foreboding forest, a small squint castle stands watch over the Marcher border. There, at the end of the kingdom, a plot is hatching. My confidence. Why did you almost ruin it, chap? Look here! Our first shipment from Kurth! Incredible! May I see inside? Come on with that torch, you fool! You'll blow us to smithereens! So this is the fabled black powder. Incredibly powerful, but we'll need much, much more to put you on the throne. For the next stages of the Baron scheme, you must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Shit. Why are we shouting? Our voices might disturb the gunpowder! Yeah, probably. Far to the south, a pair of grandees are conversing on the balcony of a hillside villa. One of them paces up and down, clearly agitated. Has the Archbishop agreed to meet with us yet? I sent him 4 letters last week. No luck so far. Hardly surprising. The old coot won't move against the king unless he knows he's on the winning side. The grandees aim to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. Ooh, taxes. Oh no. Taxes. Oh. What happened, Aiden? Oh no, what happened, Aiden? Lovely. Anyway, the bounty hunters, eligible options, and experimental research. Interesting. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Breaking news, local partition, now poor king to blame. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I know. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright then, let's see these eligible candidates. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. From the coast, we have Aurelina, the wealthy heiress to the noble partition Aiden estate. She always gets herself into trouble for some reason or other. She loves to lose her fortune betting at the arena. There was also a scandal recently where she was publicly critical of the church. Nothing came of it. Could be worse, could be a lot better. From the south, Fabian, the eldest son of the Hadrian lineage. He's reputed to have an eagle the size of the sun. But there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Like many of the South, he claims to put his faith in the 9th god above all worldly concerns. Actually, he's a little intense. He calls himself an avatar of the 9th justice. Not bad at all. And finally, we have the March's offering. Victor Scoyne of the prestigious, clever username of name Bloodline. The barons all seem a little scared of him, though I can't work out why. Fabian, full name Fabian Hadrian Adrian. Yes, that is correct. Like most of the barons, his great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from his crossbow. He was high up in the army training in the troops, but was dishonorably discharged for some reason. Sounds like a laugh. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Made my decision. Victor of the March. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements. Lovely jubbly. Anyway, bounty hunters. Your Majesty, these good folk are bounty hunters representing the Republic of Kurth, they say. King Torquada II, we greet you humbly. Tell me more about Kurth. It is lovely this time of year. We should visit. Lots of rain, but we make do. The choice like that is the mark of a good king. Yeah. As for more important matters, we are searching for someone. A fugitive, you might say. Least we heard she went by the name Oreed. I don't know anyone by that name. Forgive us, your majesty, but we are not fools. We know your military is using the weapon she stole. I'm afraid she's under my protection. As we feared, still, perhaps we could work out a deal. The Grand Pensionary of Kerf is offering a large bounty of the return of this woman, and we are sure that an esteemed king such as yourself would not risk drawing Kerf's ire. As proof of our goodwill, we will even allow you to keep the firearms that were stolen. Alright, do we A, hand or read over to them? B, refuse the bounty hunter's offer? Or C, discreetly pay the hunters to take someone else? Now, if you ask me, this looks like a good way of going about this. A, B, or C, vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. A, voting, voting, voting. That voting is for you. Voting, 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 voting is for you. A, voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. A, voting, voting. Voting is for you now. Voted, voted, vote. Voted, voted, vote. A vote, vote. A vote, vote. A voted, vote, vote, vote. A vote, vote. A voted, voted, vote, vote. Vote, vote, voted, vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. God damn it. Voting is closed. You've all chosen to refuse the bounty hunter's offer. The bounty hunters protest and leave only when you threaten to have them thrown out. Their parting words contain chilling warnings of Kerf's retribution, which you hope they are only idle threats. Interesting indeed. Anyway, experimental research. Your Majesty, I'm pleased to say that my research on the amnesiac sailor has borne fruit. The fellow who turned up on the Southern Estate, he's remembered his adventure. It only took a bit of lead tunicae, some fasting, a little bloodletting to clear his head. The Petronella came into contact with a wizard. No wonder the sailor didn't remember anything. He was addled by the wizard's powers. The ship will have magical residue clinging to it, too. A most exciting phenomenon. It took 3 months, but he has finally remembered how to breathe. Wait! You're saying this wreck is dangerous? Oh, immensely. Then it must be destroyed! No! It's vital that we investigate this phenomenon. We might never see its likes again. Alright, do we A, destroy the wreck entirely, B, send scholars to investigate the ship, or C, ignore it, no need to stir things up? We're either doing A or B. Vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. A, voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Voting, 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 voting. Voting is for you. A, voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. A voting is for you now. Voted, voted, vote. Voted, voted, vote, vote, vote. A voted, voted, vote. A voted, voted, vote, vote, a 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 vote, vote, vote. Voted, voted, vote. A vote, a vote. Aiden, you can't vote for C. You have 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If the Grandees can't destroy the boat, we can't trust them to win this war. Interesting. Aiden, vote in about 3, 2, 1. You don't want to vote? Very well, I will vote for... Oh. Okay, you voted for Q. Fair enough. Voting is closed. You've chosen B. Send scholars to investigate the ship. As soon as the university hears about the mysterious find, scholars scramble to join Valera's team. Quail University pays Grandee Hadrian a stipend for Valeria and her students to stay on their estate while they study. You will await the results. Now, end the season! No. And the year! We have Stop the Presses. The royal wedding. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, my predecessor did the printing press. I forgot. My liege! Some anonymous firebrand in the march is spreading most inflammatory pamphlets. They're casting aspirations against you. It's that damn printing press. Aye, my liege! But something's different this time. They're not calling you a bad king. They're criticizing the very concept of monarchy. Execution! Execution! Execute off with their heads! Riabot! Say something horrible to them!
Bussin'.
Okay, fair enough. So about taking to vote. Currently grabbing food. Ah, that would explain a lot. Okay. This is republicanism! And not in Kef, but in our very own kingdom! What should we do? Well, they'll just stand there. Track down the printers responsible. A, B, or B, anyone carrying such a pamphlet shall be killed on the spot. C, forbid the use of the printing press altogether. Or D, allow the pamphlets to circulate. A, B, C, or D, vote now! Voting, 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 the voting is for you. A, voting, 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 the voting is for you. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Vote, vote, vote. Voting is for you. Voting, 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 vote. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey, voting, voting, vote. Voting, 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 vote, vote, vote. Voting, vote. Voting, vote. Voting, vote. Voting, vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9. Dragon, you need to join up in order to be a part of this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. It looks like Hadrian has gone to get another sandwich. Voting is closed. It is now tracked down the printers responsible. Roll the dice! Oh. I will find these troublemakers, Your Majesty. Rest assured. Roll the dice! Yes! The spy master is as good as her word. It turns out that the printer responsible is a rogue professor kicked out of Quail University for anti-monarchist thoughts. He smuggled a printing press out of the university to make matters worse. I think he was funded by the Republic of Kurth. Execution. We execute this man at once. The troublesome professor is put to death and the printing press thrown into the river. For now, you sleep easy. Those scholars can be killed, ideas can't. For the first time, people across the kingdom seriously contemplate the idea of a republic. But for now, it remains a fringe fraction of rabble-rousers and radicals. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Kurth sympathizer. Yes, that's what they are. They're a Kurth sympathizer. Execution. Your wedding to Victor is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Victor at your side. Do you take this man as your lovely wedded husband? Sure. Then I pronounce you king and husband. Oh! After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband, Victor, only dances with obvious reluctance. Having fun slowly killing King Chap. How dare. By the time you find yourself alone with Victor, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Neither of us asked for this union, but I assure you, it could blossom into something of mutual benefit. Agreed. Excellent. I hope this alliance proves most fruitful indeed. Speaking of Kurth sympathizers, What was with the attempted D-vote dragon? Redeems 400 chat points, cyberpunk. No, we aren't playing that. You head to your separate bedchambers. Perhaps you will draw closer in time. But for now, your husband is happy to keep you at arm's length. Also, in about a minute, an ad's about to start, so you know what that means. I declared war, not because capitalism's a thorn in my side, rotten nostalgia for an America gone by. This war is a people's war against a system that spiraled out of our control. It's a war against the fucking forces of entropy. Understand? Do whatever it takes to stop them, defeat them, gut them. If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. Fucking hell. If you don't want to see those shitty ads, be sure to sub to this channel, or just go to the multi-stream for like 3 minutes, and then come back. Whichever happens first. But yeah, the scholar returns. Valeria and her band of scholars have returned from the wreck of the Petronella. Your Holiness, I can't make heed or tail of their nonsense. Good, I love nonsense. There's a labyrinth within the ship! A labyrinth that goes deep into the earth, or into the sky! It was very confusing. Some of my researchers were lost, but no matter. We're going back to find the center. Now, hold off for a moment. Okay, we're gonna hold off for a moment until the 3 minutes have acquainted. But yeah, they may return, but they need better equipment. Or C, send guards with them this time. I hope you're all just basically waiting for the ads to basically stop. Because I imagine they're a big-ass headache. A big-ass headache! Isn't that right, Reactbot?
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more reactions.
Interesting thing to say the least. I see. But yeah, don't worry. I mean, Reactbot usually, we could call him Squirebot. That way we can have a bit more of a back and forth with this one because it's funny. And I like being funny. Hey, Reactbot. Would you vote for A or would you vote for C?
K.
There is no K. You can't vote for K. K is not there. How dare you basically say the wrong thing? Like, how dare? I mean, at the end of the day, what can I do? What can I do? What did I do? What can I do? But at the end of the day, it's better to be here than the one viewer that basically set their channel up to only, set their VHS to only show my channel and only my channel. I don't know why he does this. It's like a bit of a weirdo thing. He sends me photos of it, sends me like the pixel quality of it from his like Nokia phone camera. It's very disturbing to say the least how he goes about it. But at the end of the day, it's his thing, but I'd rather he just stop immediately. He's probably watching this right now, and he really needs to get a new life, really. Because I wouldn't want that from anyone. But regardless of that, it's just what it is, really. But yeah, I can see that there's about 20 more seconds until the ads are dead and buried and never coming back until the next hour. And I hope you all are basically recovering from this endeavor, because I would hate it as much as anyone else, to say the least. But yeah. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1! Alright, so basically, A, they may return, but they need better equipment. That's a 90%. Or C, send guards with them this time. That's an 80%. A or C, vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Voting, voting, vote. Voting, voting, vote. A vote, vote. Hey, a vote, vote. Voting is for you. Vote. And you have all voted for A. They may return, but they need better equipment of a trade of 90. Voting is closed. Now, roll the dice! Yes! Grandee Hadrian 574 acquires better quality compasses and map-making materials for Valeria's investigators. They return to the wreck at once, full of zeal. Grandee Hadrian and the other Grandees tell anyone who will listen that the scholars will return in one piece. Lovely jubbly. And the season! Anchored a few miles from the sunny coast, noble partition Aiden has invited their closest confidants aboard their yacht. The knife god is not smiling upon us, friend. We've failed to win the spy master's trust. She still watches us with an eagle eye. How goes the search for a lookalike? Not well. I'm still looking. The best I've found is a peasant with the wrong-shaped nose, the wrong-shaped eyes, and a wooden leg. Don't let that discourage you. Keep searching. Our doppelganger is out there. I'm sure of it. The partitions aim to lower their defiance to 4 or less. Lovely. Snowflakes, how are you doing? Do you want to ready up and basically be part of trying to abdicate me from my fucking throne? And the season! We have explosion at the port, back from the hunt, and something found. Let's go for back from the hunt. Tokada, dearest, I have something for you. It's something I brought back from my latest hunt. A trophy. Victor takes you by the hand and leads you into the Great Hall, where a white sheet hangs from some statue that wasn't there before. When he pulls the sheet free and it falls to the floor, the taxidermy figure of a great brown bear is revealed, snarling in anger as if ready to attack. Doing good. I'll watch instead. I'm still kind of tired. I get it, Snowflakes. It's very lovely to have you here. And you get to basically hear me yell my fucking head off like always. Face him. This will be the perfect for installing some fear to the nobles. The bear makes a fine addition to the council chambers. Your nobles give it a nervous glance every time they enter the room. Thank you for petting the Chapo. The Chapo appreciates it very much so. He is an adorable little thing, isn't he? Aren't you the most adorable thing right next to me? He is an adorable thing. Moving on. Explosion at the port and something found. Oh, let's see what they found. Valerian and her scholars have returned from the shipwreck. Your Majesty. Are they alright? We unearthed the ship's log. The Petronella came into contact with a wizard living on an iceberg. And by came into contact, I mean crashed into. The wizard was fatally injured in the collision, perhaps in an attempt to get help, or perhaps in a final act of revenge. He boarded the ship and teleported it all the way to the south. So what now? The dead wizard is likely still aboard the ship. We could mount another expedition to retrieve the body. Or better yet, destroy the stupid wreck and give me back my land! We either B, destroy the ship, or C, keep the whole thing quiet and forbid discussion of this wreck. B or C, vote now! Voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting. It's what you all should do. Hey, voting is for you. Hey, voting. Voting. A vote, vote. 10 more seconds! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. It would look as if Hadrian and Aiden, the Eons, have abstained from the voting process. Voting is tied at 1, and thus we will destroy the 2 A's have left. No. Destroy the ship. Whoops, I forgot. Oh, damn. Yay! A crack team of Southern Siege engineers are sent to destroy the ship from the safe distance with giant trebuchets. Soon the ship is nothing but scrap iron and splinters. Lovely! Everything has been sorted out then. Me just distracted. I've been snoozing out a bit. Oh, I see. You're just having a little honks and chews. Got it. Your Majesty! A ship exploded at the port! The water swelled like a tidal wave and my whole town was devastated! What kind of explosion? I have no idea, Your Esteemed Highness. All I know is that the ship arrived from Kerf just yesterday, and now my dogs have been destroyed! Oh! Death's below! Terrorist actions from Kerf. No surprises there. If I may, this may be the promised retribution from Kerf. Retribution? Then this was an attack! You cannot let this stand, Your Majesty! You're damn right we can't. We either A, ban exports to Kerf. Oh. All of these lead to an L. All of these lead to an L. Son of a bitch. Alright, A, ban exports to Kerf and place high tariffs on their goods. I love tariffs. B, command Ori to patrol the coast in a gunship. C, focus on rebuilding and avoid angering the Kerf further. Or D, hand Ori over to Kerf. If you ask me, maybe this would be a bit better. Oh wait, actually. I feel like B would be better. A, B, C, or D, vote now! Voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting. The voting is for you. Voting is for you. Hey, voting. The voting is for you. Voting is for you. Hey, voting. The voting is for you. Voting is for you. Hey, voting. The voting is for you. Vote. Hey. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Command Ori to patrol the coast in her gunship. Vaulting has closed, and we have chosen to command Ori the patrols. Interesting. Ori is summoned from her quarters post-haste. When you tell her your plan, she is more than willing to accept and immediately set sail. In between patrols, she even trains your other captains how to fight against Kerf cannons. Over the coming months, trade ships from both sides come under attack. Skirmishes on the open seas between the kingdom and Republican natives become commonplace. Aiden died in the dock explosion. He can't vote anymore. How dare. Aiden, how dare you die? How dare. With no one willing to give in, the conflict will continue for the unforeseeable future. At least you have all read on your side. Yeah, whatever. And the season! Anyway, we're now in the bidding wars! I did, it's fine. With Hyena, 1,400. Hadrian at 1,400. Clever, user of name at 6,999. And Aiden, you're broke with zilch, zero, absolute buckets of money to basically throw into this auction stage. How dare. Not only are you dead, you're also penniless. Unbelievable. Anyway, for the barons, we have A, a theatre, which lowers the authority. B, a thieves guild, which lowers the trade. For the grandees, we have C, a fortress, which raises the military. D, a prison, which lowers stability. For partitions, we have E, a deer park, which lowers the farming. And F, a stadium, which lowers the military. A, B, C, D, E, or F, get your bags out and throw them on the ground! Get your bidding on. Bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on. Bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on, bidding on. Bidding on, bidding on. Get your bidding on right now. Bidding on. Get your bidding on. Get your bidding on. You have about 15 more seconds to basically do the monies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You have lowered the partition's farming and the authority. How dare hyena and clever username of name. How dare you. And the season! Gunpowder smuggling about your heir. Your marriage to Victor has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. The child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the younger of your many cousins. My husband and I will have a child together. The traditional methods. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down our business, get that hell out active. Anyway, gunpowder smuggling. Your Highness, the barons of the March are attempting to amass a store of gunpowder. You know, the explosive black powder from Kurth? What can I do? The barons have established contracts with Kurth merchants, no doubt at great expense. Without the coin to purchase more powder, however, the plot will fail. Unfortunately, the barons' trade is booming. There's no doubt stockpiling massive amounts of gunpowder. You bring the revelations which the barons wholeheartedly denied to the council. Well, I can't just lower that. And I don't want to slap tariffs. B, replace March custom agents with one of the South. Or C, allow the barons to import whatever they please. B or C, vote now! Voting. The voting is for you. A, voting. The voting is for you. Shouldn't she be worried about the country we are at war at rather than believe schemes? Voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting. The voting is for you. Vote. Vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, Aiden, 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh. Aiden! Voting is closed. Allow the barons to import whatever they please. Actually, I have it in good faith that the spy master is actually a cursive. How dare. The council takes no action. The barons smile to one another as they watch the plot march one step closer to the goal. Unbelievable. The trade war! Oh no, my money! Your Majesty, the Republic of Kurth have levied extreme trade sanctions against us for our perceived crimes against them, notably your refusal to surrender or read to their custody. What can we do about it? That's for the council to decide. Kurth must also be suffering from this, but we can't afford to wait them out. Our people will soon run out of basic necessities. Okay, do we A, escalate the trade war by raising tariffs on Kurth goods? B, import essential goods from Ashmedai instead of Kurth? C, lower tariffs and offer exclusive trade routes to Kurth as concessions? Or D, send Oreed and the Navy to take Kurth's goods by force? Now, if you ask me, I would really like it if we imported essential goods from Ashmedai instead of Kurth. It's the only way to get the funding back up. That's the only way I see it. A, B, C, or D for now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. From HVD, but they haven't invaded us. But haven't they invaded us like 100 times? And we invaded them back. But we can be friends. We hold hands now, please. That would be probably... You know what? Fine. Yay! Yay. Voting, 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 voting. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The voting is closed, and thus import essential goods from Ashmedai instead of Kurth. The Ashmedaean Empire, though historically hostile to the kingdom, is more than happy to swoop in and provide for the kingdom in its hour of need. Of course, the aid doesn't come without a cost. Cheap Ashmedaean goods flood into the kingdom to replace Kurth's trades. Along with them came waves of foreign merchants, strange priests, and bizarre new customs. Small price to pay to keep the kingdom intact. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, shit. And now, end the season! Somewhere in the dark cellar, a nervous baron is showing his guests a stupendous cache of explosive gunpowder. Behold! Great God! By my life! Black gold dust! And what are those? And what are those? Cannons, my good friend. Cannons and muskets, too. Courtesy of Republic of Kurth. Much more than we got from Oread. They were very happy with our business. Now to decide what to do with all of it. Once we show our hand, there's no going back. All right, do we A, sneak the gunpowder under the palace and blow them all sky high? Or put all the cannons and muskets to good use? Uh-oh. Oh, no. After all I did for you. After all the thriving you've basically been given. Is this how I'm supposed to go? Voting is closed! Put all the cannons and muskets to good use. With these explosive weapons, we'll be unstoppable on the battlefield! But we need to make sure we have the troops to use them! Then we'll step up our recruitment, so we're ready when the time comes. I'll get to it. For the fun... Oh my fucking god, are you fucking kidding me? The barons must keep their military to a 10 for one full fucking season. Meanwhile, back in the south, the plot to have the king excommunicated is picking up momentum. Two grandees stand on a balcony overlooking the city of Azrotizi. The city may look peaceful, but underneath it's nothing but discontent. All across the kingdom, peasants are sharpening their cutlery and barricading their shacks. They know a storm is coming, and who better to blame but the king himself? Exactly! The commoners are afraid, and it's time for them to find their faith. For the next stage of the scheme, the grandees must raise all regions' faith to a oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, what's that? A whoops. End the fucking season. A new trend. A fishy wedding. Foreign customs. I think I might be combined 10/5. What makes you say that? Anyway, foreign customs. Your Majesty, I understand Ashmedai saved us from Kurth's embargo, but I must lodge a complaint. Ashmedai visitors and merchants are spreading heretical beliefs about their nonsense god. Worse, a large following of converts have sprung up in the march, where the foreigners are thickest. Alright, let's call the council. Very good, Your Majesty. Alright, let them practice what they please. They're our guests. Or B, ban the promotional of foreign religion in the kingdom. Or C, expel the Ashmedane merchants. We can't do that one. Let's go for A. A or B, vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. A, voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Voting, 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 voting is for you. A voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting, a voting is for you now. Voting, voting, vote. No, voting, 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 vote, vote, vote. Voting, 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 vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hadrian, I thought you didn't like being religious. Anyway, voting is closed. And thus, this. This is a great mistake! If our people turn away from the knife god now, the trials we have endured thus far will pale in comparison to his warming warmth. Your hands-off approach means that the Kladosvaga followers grow quickly. But it's not all bad news. It turns out that the priests of the Ashmedane machine gods are, by custom, blacksmiths as well as holy people. Lovely. He doesn't like the ninth. He just doesn't like the Ashmedane god mod. As Casvaldal influences grows, so does the number of skilled Ashmedane metalworkers and mechanists who share their techniques with their own craftsmanships. Lovely. Anyway, a fishing wedding. Your Majesty, the Archduke of Sal has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up relations between our two great nations. Depths below! Great nation! The island of Sal is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats. And I heard it isn't a proper marriage anyway. The Archduke is marrying a fish! Ah! 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 The groom is a fin folk, one of the denizens of the sea, perfectly sentient and actually amphibious. We are already at war with the curve, might as well be at war with their neighbours as well. Well, the church doesn't agree with a man marrying a fish. We must legitimize this fast by allowing the king to attend. Alright, do we A, of course the king should attend the wedding. B, the king will not attend, but will send his warm regards. Or C, condemn the wedding and sever diplomatic ties with the island of Sal. A, B, or C, vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. A, voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Voting, 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 vote. A, voting, voting, vote. A vote, 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 vote, a vote, the vote, the vote, the vote, the voting is for you. A vote, the vote, the vote, the voting is what all you do. A vote, the vote, the vote, the vote, the vote. Okay. 10 more seconds! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The voting gets closed, and thus you condemn the wedding and sever diplomatic ties with Sal. Your Majesty, I must protest in the strongest terms. Quite apart from being simply rude, this will inflame tensions between... I heard you! The council has spoken! You send an angry letter to the Archduke of Sal, decrying the marriage as blasphemous and icky. The partitions are happy with your firm stance, and the church sings your praises. Lovely. Anyway, a new trend. Noble Partition Aiden is here to see you, Your Majesty. They want to sell you a crab. Of course they do. It's the latest trend along the coast, Your Majesty. The Partitions have started keeping the species of jeweled crabs as a fashionable pet. The creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as a mansion. Very well, send him in. Thank you for seeing me, your majesty. I know the price is steep, but I assure you, these crabs will only go up in value. Fuck it. We're buying a box of crabs. Counting out your gold, noble partition, Aiden assures you that you will not regret your purchase. Hey, Blueberry! Hey, well, Blueberry the third, may I add. I have some good news and bad news. You'll see them in a moment. You said you had a surprise for me. Indeed, here he is. Behold! Your Majesty! What are you doing here in such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear anything. Quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the king. It's a peasant who's the king's spitting image. By the knife. And just in time, the spy master trusts us, and we can move to the next phase, kidnapping the king and putting this fool in his place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom in utter chaos, bad enough that the king's abduction can slip past unnoticed. For the next stages of their scheme, the petitions must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. And, oh wow, we get to basically bribe people now. Crazy. Please, everyone, do quiet down, one at a time. It starts as a day like any other. The grandees are arguing with the partitions over something important. You assume you had trouble keeping your eyes open through the whole thing. But little did the king know I was the curve supervisor after all. Do you hear this shit?
Slow your roll, pal.
I know, right? You gotta stop! Oh. This is until the marshal breaks into the room, waving a sealed letter in the air. Your Majesty, esteemed nobles, I hold in my hand a proclamation from the barons of the march. You will want to hear this. A reason to war. Uh-oh. We, the undersigned declare the monarchy and its council unfit for purpose, being unable to guide and safeguard the kingdom in these dangerous times. As such, we hereby proclaim the creation of a new military government, which will take effect immediately. Any resistance will be met with the full force of the march. Your Majesty, the letter has gone out to every town and city in the kingdom, to every noble and mayor and peasant alike. As the noble chambers catapults into a frenzy, you notice the baron's bench is conspicuously empty. Your Highness, allow us to put those traitorous dogs. It would be my pleasure. Blueberry, nonsense! Allow us to, the honor, the politicians stand ready to assist you, your august majesty. You will have the honor of destroying my enemy's grandee, noble. I'm not taking any chances. You will fight together. They grumble about it, but agree. Within days, armies are raised and ready to fight. What could have possessed the barons to go this far? Surely they don't believe they could go up against the rest of the kingdom. As it turns out, that's exactly what they were thinking. When the first reports come back from the front, the southern and coastal troops are fearful, even traumatized by the Baron's military might. Cannons! The muskets! They tore through my soldiers like they were paper! It was a bloodbath! But don't we have some of our own? Some, your majesty, but not this many. The barons have amassed a horde unmatched by any army anywhere on this continent. There's nothing we can do. Oh no. The barons were hoarding gunpowder right under your nose. just what they needed to seize the throne by force. Within a week, the loyalist forces are decimated and your marcher armies are closing in. This is worse than I ever imagined, Your Majesty. We simply cannot compete with these weapons. What are your orders? We stand and fight to the last! Roll the dice! Yes! Your advisors exchange uncertain glances. Yes, Your Majesty! By the time the Baron's musketeers reach the capital, a ragtag militia stands ready to fight. Peasants with pitchforks and scythes mostly, but at least they're angry. From atop the palace battlements, you give your final speech. Fight for me or I'll make you rich. Fight for me or you'll be sorry. Fight for your beloved king and you'll be my heroes. No matter what you think of me, the next one will be worse. Okay, I guess that... After the rousing speech, your peasants are sent to their doom. The battle doesn't last long. It's then that you found out that the barons aren't keen on allowing challenges to their newfound authority. Your head finds a new home on a pike outside the gates before sundown. Oh well. At least the view is nice. Fuck. The barons are victorious. After losing his throne to the barons, King Torquada II's head decorated on a spike. Once the crows have done their grisly work, it becomes just one more anonymous skull staring down from the palace gates. All that remained of the partition's attempt to upset the crown was a prisoner, deep under the palace, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumor. In a sun-draped vineyard, Zeno Van and Grandi Hadrian opened a bottle of their finest vintage. Their schemes had amounted to nothing. But there's always next time. But there's always next time. My first victory against Chap, HUZZA, how dare. With their shiny new guns, the barons secured hegemony over the rest of the kingdom and installed Emmy as unquestioned queen. At least until the bullets ran out a few years later. King Torquada, the grave robber. Yep, that's what I did. Yep, that's what I did. I only lasted 2 years. Spouse Victor of the March. And the successor, Queen Emmy. And the nobles, of course, the richest one, Kit Blueberry with the third with 2,649. And clever user of name being broke with only 598. And thus the kingdom now belongs to Queen Emmy with an authority of 4, treasury of 2,650, a stability of 2. But regardless of that, for the barons we have a trade of 10, a farming of 3, a military of 10, a faith of 4, and a defiance of 2. Meanwhile, for the grandees we have a trade of 10, a farming of 8, a military of 7, a faith of 8, and a defiance of 0. For the petitions we have trade of 6, farming of 7, military of 6, faith of 7, and a defiance of 4. What does that matter if I'm rich in power? House Clever sits the throne. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! But yes. Thank you all for the ever so loving rain that you basically placed upon mine own. I will say, I got 0.9% of players that have gained that achievement, so I thank you for that. I'll tell you that for free. Very much so. But Jesus Christ. But thank you very much. If you like what you see, I do this game every week. Every week. And tomorrow I'll be playing some good old-fashioned Dead by Daylight, and I hope to see you all there as well. But yes, but without further ado, thank you very much for joining me, Hyena, Clever, Aiden, Blueberry, and Hyena. Lovely, jubbly, as we go into a luscious little... Who shall we be raiding today? Let us find out. Oh, Fable streaming! Let's go raid a Fable! Fable, 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 Fable. Fable Crit. Who is playing Final Fantasy VII? Oh, they will enjoy my presence. Thank you, clever user of name! I thank you also, dearly, as we go into this luscious little raid. Be sure to use this raid message, and if you don't have a raid message like that, just find something that can be equivalent to this. And thank you everyone for watching. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Have a good afternoon. And I will see you all tomorrow with some good old-fashioned Dead by Daylight. It's a goodbye from ReactBot.
Mommy knows best.
And it's a goodbye from me. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye.